Welcome to Football Scientific. I'm Aaron Sawyer, writer for FootballAnalysisOne.com. I'm also a writer for CFLNewsHub.com and UFLNewsHub.com. Today we're going to go through some NFL, CFL, and UFL news and notes, just heading into the next week here. Also, Happy New Year, just New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's. We're going to be going on the road the next couple of days on our way to Memphis to watch the Cincinnati Bearcats play against Navy in the Liberty Bowl, so we'll be on the road. We may not make that many videos. We'll probably make a lot of prediction videos and scouting reports, though, on TikTok, so check that out. Today, we're just going to go through some NFL notes, some UFL notes, some things happening. I got to sit in an interview with Kevin Sumlin, new head coach of the Houston Gamblers. Got to ask him some questions. I asked about the air raid offense and what he's looking to do offensively and quarterbacks he's looking at and stuff. He has got the job. He's trying to get his assistant coaches together and stuff. But I got a chance to interview him directly on a Zoom call with Kevin Sumlin. That was pretty cool. We're going to go through those news and notes pretty quickly. We've already put our scouting reports for today's bowl games and tonight's college football playoff matchup between the Miami Hurricanes and Ohio State on TikTok, so check those out. Let's go with our co-host here, Ted the Tiger. Ted the Tiger here, ready to go. I'm fired up. Can go to his NFL notes and UFL notes with Kevin Sumlin from the Houston Gamblers. I can't believe we got a chance to interview him directly on the Zoom. He was in Las Vegas today for the Las Vegas Bowl. That's pretty awesome. We got Doug Stone famous. That's pretty cool. Okay, Professor, you look kind of tired and you look unfocused. I look tired and unfocused. You do look tired and unfocused. You know what would help with that? What would help with that? W energy. You need to drink some W energy. Let's hit it. Let's hit some W energy. Okay, so let's get the W energy. There it is. There's the swag, W energy. And we're going to pop the top. Okay, boom. And do you want some, Ted the Tiger? I do want some. Give me some Dobby. Okay, here we go. I love the Dobby. I love the Dobby. You should hit some now, Professor. Okay. Boom. All right. Boom. That Dobby always hits just right. Good call, Ted the Tiger. Okay, so like I mentioned, NFL news. Let's go through it. So first, going into week 18, we still got a few days. They have games on Saturday and Sunday this week. No Monday games, no Thursday games because of the bowl games. Just Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, trying to wrap up this NFL season before the playoffs start next week. Boom. Boom. In the NFL, Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. is out. He's done for the year. Pittsburgh Steelers have placed tight end Darnell Washington on season injured reserve. No matter what happens to them in the playoffs, he's done this year. Boom. The Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh said today Lamar Jackson has practiced for the full week for the first time since he came back from his hamstring injury. He expects him to play versus the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. I do too, because that game's for the playoff spot. That game's for the AFC North. That's the biggest game of the year. And if you're Lamar Jackson, you can't take it lightly that you're always going to make the playoffs. And this is just as good as any year to win a Super Bowl. If they can get hot, they can run it to the Super Bowl. So you gotta win when you can. You know, you can't pass up an opportunity in the NFL. And it sounds like Lamar Jackson's gonna be back. He missed last week with a back contusion. All that stuff. It sounds like he's gonna be starting against Pittsburgh. That's not been confirmed, but that is the what I got from John Harbaugh. Boom. New England Patriots defensive tackle Christian Barmer got arrested. He got arrested on a misdemeanor charge for assaulting a household or family member. So that's pretty crazy. Kind of goes with Stephon Diggs. He's gotten charges brought against him for choking somebody. So it's all pretty crazy stuff, man. Maybe the Patriots are falling apart right at the right time. They go out there and Buffalo beat them in the first round of playoffs. And all will be right, all will be right. Chicago Bears placed linebacker Noah Sewell on the season-ending IR list due to an Achilles injury, so he's done. Boom. Green Bay Packers, they have claimed cornerback Trayvon Diggs from the Dallas Cowboys, so he joins Micah Parsons, although Micah Parsons has a torn ACL. He's joined Micah Parsons in Green Bay at least for a few weeks, at least for a postseason run. Now, we went through yesterday what they have to pay him to do that. That's a pretty low price, honestly. And they were looking for someone to replace that cornerback that they lost during the Jair Alexander, although he retired mid-season. But That gives them an upgrade. Trayvon Diggs, I was hoping Buffalo would make the move, but the Packers did it first. Boom, Green Bay Packers also signed safety Jonathan Baldwin, and quarterback Clayton Tune is being called up to the active roster. He's a practice squad quarterback. When I was making my power rankings article today, which will be published tomorrow at 7:30 a.m., power rankings for every NFL team entering Week 18. I mentioned that Green Bay will be without Malik Willis or Jordan Love. They're both out for this week. So who's going to be their quarterback? Looks like Clayton Tune is going to be their quarterback, okay? They don't need to win this game. Losing this game does not mean anything to them. So I think they're going to rest their starters. They're going to play Clayton Tune. They're going to get through this game, okay? They're going to sign offensive guard Carson Barnhart. They already signed him. They signed offensive guard Carson Barnhart, cornerback Tyron Herring, and quarterback Desmond Ritter to fill in, probably be the backup quarterback for Clayton Tune. Honestly, good to see a Bearcat back in the league. Okay, he came back around, and then it's under a practice squad. So they placed all those guys: Carson Barnhart, Tyron Herring, and Desmond Ritter to the practice squad. They placed safety Zane Anderson and quarterback Nate Hobbs to their injured reserve list. Okay, so that's just some roster moves. And then I also mentioned earlier today the Houston Gamblers announced, the UFL announced that Kevin Sumlin was going to be returning to the Gamblers as their head football coach. If you recall, he was their head football coach in 2022 in the first resurgence of the USFL. He went 3-7 with them. He's coached University of Houston. He's coached Texas A&M. He coached at Arizona. Recently, he coached at Maryland, not as a head coach. But now he's returning back to the UFL to coach the Houston Gamblers. He seemed excited today in the interview. He said right now he's building his coaching staff, even though it's a holiday. He's working on building the coaching staff. He was at the Utah Utes game against Nebraska today in the Las Vegas Bowl. So he was kind of chilling. But he was there kind of talking to coaches along the way, too. He said, then next you got to figure out the quarterbacks. I asked him about the quarterbacks and said, hey man, what quarterbacks you looking at? He said, I definitely got a list, but I'm not going to tell you who they are. He doesn't want people to steal his quarterbacks, man. Boom. And then the draft is coming up in a couple of weeks, and they're going to place the local players and stuff. And then this thing's about to get popping in the UFL. So we're almost there for UFL, time to be getting going. CFL didn't have any news today as far as I know. I didn't see any news today. Sometimes they're quiet at the end of the year. So we'll see how it goes. We'll fire it back up, I'm sure, in the near future. We're heading to Memphis tomorrow to watch the Bearcats and Navy play in the Liberty Bowl on Friday. So check us out there. Maybe you'll see us on TV or something. And then we're going to just keep doing scouting reports for these college football playoff games along the way. So that is the Football Scientific episode for today. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. See some people doing that. We got 180 subscribers now. We're building up. Check out TikTok too. Some good stuff over there. I'm in a contest right now for a sportscasting contest. Sports commentary. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we can win that thing and win $2,000. So that is the plan. This is Football Scientific. Check out footballanalysis1.com. My Power Rankings article will be available tomorrow. Boop. Check out CFLNewsHub.com if you like the Canadian Football League, or if you don't know about it, check it out. And then check out UFLNewsHub.com. I wrote an article after that interview with Kevin Sumlin, summing up that interview and what that looks like for the Houston Gamblers. That is Football Scientific for today. I am Professor of Football Science. I'm closing the Football Scientific portal now.